Namaste, beautiful friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Spiritual Wellness. This channel is dedicating to enhancing, uplifting your spiritual well-being. Okay, so let's first talk about the astrology. October 7th. We are coming into the days before the Jupiter retrograde, but also the 1010 portal. So just kind of keep an eye on the energies. Can get a little intense. We have had some pretty intense solar flares recently, so you may have some sleep disturbances, you may feel dehydrated, and you may feel very tired. So especially after the weekend's activities, Monday is a day to just kind of, if you can, just take a little time to yourself. Whether you maybe take an hour lunch break, or maybe you take a little, get off a little early from work. If you can carve out a little time for yourself just to kind of relax, because we have the Mercury is in Libra and it is conjunct Juno. So you may feel like there is this energy of, first of all, relationships seem really balanced right now. So it feels like the emotional life is just kind of like in a very satisfying, very stable place. A lot of the imbalanced relationships have been moved backstage temporarily so that the focus can be on the equal give and take, equilibrium, partnership type of relationships. And I think that's very uplifting right now. It just gives that sense of stability and just that it's harmony. There's a harmonic relationship energy in the energy right now. But we also have the moon in Sagittarius, which is square Saturn in Pisces. So you may have a couple of feelings of stop and start. You've got your foot on the brake and the foot on the gas. This is a great time to be in hangman energy, just kind of in your pause point. It's going to feel a little frustrating, but since you're aware, you can turn that into optimism. Just know that it will pass. And then I think the shift you need to make is just allow joy in the journey. It doesn't have to be perfect. If it's pleasant and you can have fun, that's where your energy needs to be focused. Let me see if there's anything else in my notes. You might have this sense of freedom, this openness, but no movement. There's that foot on the gas, foot on the brake kind of energy. It's like you feel optimism. You feel like, oh, okay, now I have these balance in my relationships. Everything feels good. I want to really move forward with this momentum, but you're not going anywhere. And it's just this, it can be very frustrating. Don't allow it to be frustrating for you. Now that you're aware of why that you're feeling that way, just go ahead and say, you know what? How can I make, it's like you're stuck in traffic. How can I make this time more joyful for myself? I'm stuck here. I'm not moving. I can't control it. How can I make this more joyful? Crank up the tunes. Sing your favorite song. Kind of just go groove with the beat. But know that it will pass. And then on the other side, the lesson you can take with you is you can turn any of those frustrating moments into joyful opportunities. So let's get to the tarot and get some detail for you. Okay, I'm going to be using the Sacred Traveler and the Sacred Abundance Oracles. And so you know me, if you've been on my channel, if the card shows itself during the pre-shuffle, it's a message. So this is grounding. It's a reiteration of a message that we've been seeing for about 2 weeks. And it's like, just ground your energy. Keep yourself grounded. With all of the solar energy coming in from these, the solar activity, you're going to feel this kind of, momentum building that you're gonna start something. And then you feel the pullback because the brake's on. Just ground that extra energy. If you don't have a good grounding practice, please develop one that matches your energy. Earthing, meditation, visualization, tree hugging, whatever you do as a practice, it's a good time to practice this. I'll just share with you what I do. I live in Florida, so I can walk barefooted. I have some very nice lawn, but I go out barefooted and I go out and check on my chickens. I have pasture-raised, open-range chickens. They're all over the front yard. But I like to go and just check on them, make sure they have food and water, but I do that barefooted with the intention of, as I walk out there to see them, I am able to just release that extra energy into Mother Earth. Okay, so grounding is important. We've seen that card so many times recently, and it's just apropos for the energy coming in with the solar activity. Usually when we get the grounding card a lot, it's because a solar activity is imminent and there's going to be an uptick, so you need to have a way. You are a conduit, so you are going to absorb some of that energy, and it's either going to kind of bounce around inside of you like a pinball, or you're going to get the opportunity to ground it into Mother Earth and just let it channel through you. Stepping into power, you are strong beyond measure. This feels like the energy that we're going to see later in the week as Jupiter goes into retrograde. This is going to be a time for not only breakthroughs, but it's almost like break-aheads, getting ahead, carving that momentous trail, clearing the path. That's what the energy feels like with the Jupiter going into retrograde, and we're starting to feel that energy because we're in that dynamic right now. Starting to infiltrate what's going on in our energy. Okay, just a note, please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell, but also I'll be doing my Tuesday night live tomorrow night. So bring your questions. I answer whatever questions pop up on the comments. Bring your questions. I can do little mini tarot readings for you and get answers to your questions. Also, I can use that opportunity to do some mediumship if you need some messages from loved ones that have transitioned. Angel of Strength. We've got stepping into power, you are strong beyond measure, and Angel of Strength. So this, to me, we've seen this card a lot too. This is all about your, there's a sovereign strength energy that I'm picking up on. It's strengthen your sovereignty. So keep that in mind. And Angel of Balance. Told you, there's that Libra energy. That is that balanced relationships. You're going to feel very balanced this week, despite the fact there is going to be some energetic, emotional tugging. So just remember, just ground and stay in your personal power and sovereignty. And there's a change imminent, and I'll tell you why. The Angel of Strength card is a 50 card, which is a 5, and then we have a 48 card, which is a 12, which equals 3. So we have 5 and 3. 3s are catalysts to change, 5 are the change agents. Now, the change agent could be you, the change that is occurring because of this catalyst. And then the change agent could be some circumstances that are changing. I feel like in a very positive way. The energy is kind of leaning toward this is going to be great news for you. So I'm just getting, there's just something coming in that either is going to be an upsurge of really positive, optimistic energy for you that fuels that breakthrough, or some sort of forward progress that you've maybe been stuck in before. But with all of this balance and harmony, your energy feels so settled, which allows you to focus. It's just something good's coming in. I love Jupiter energy, even in retrograde. I really feel like it's bringing in something positive, and I'm hearing from my guides, it's because you've earned it. This is something you've worked for, and that goes along with a reading I did last week. There's courage. We've got strength and courage and power. That's all you. It says, let me be open to courageously take steps that are shown. So you may be getting some guidance, some opportunities may open where there's a possibility for you to really make a stretch of something that you've really wanted and that you've worked for. You have done the groundwork, but then nothing happened. Well, now it's going to happen. So keep in mind, this might be just I think we had it last week, a wish come true. That's still in the energy. It's still happening. Even though you may have been disappointed by now saying, you know, Elle said that this was going to happen and it hasn't, doesn't mean it's not going to. I'm getting every indication that what it is that you desire is coming to you. It is toward you at this moment with momentum. There has just been some things, and it's probably because of the equilibrium wasn't quite there yet, that it couldn't come in. Now, we talked about that in a reading last week. I'll go ahead and put that reading here, and let's see. Yeah, here's the Empress energy. We have the Five of Cups and the Empress. That Empress is Taurian energy, Venus. It's all about your creation. And we saw that card last week in that video that I just linked. We have the Five of Cups here. Like I said, there may be a little disappointment, and you're like, it really hasn't come to fruition, but it's still coming. It's flowing towards you. It's another 3 card and a 5 card. Another reiteration of the numerology here, that this is going to be a very powerful time for you. It may take a little courage. It may be that there's a leap of faith required. I wouldn't be surprised if the Fool card comes out, but you may have to step up to the plate, or really, walk the walk that you've been talking about. Six of Swords. There's that balance. There's that harmony. There's that flow. There's that, it's almost like a clarity of thought. It's momentum, but it's ease. So this will be, and not going to say it's going to be easy to bring it to fruition, but it's going to have a sense of ease about it. There's going to be a flow, like one step will lead to the next step, will lead to the next step, will lead to the next step. And they will be in a circuit, so that one is a preemptive step, and then it is the catalyst for the next step. And so everything kind of falls into place. That's a nice feeling. That's a nice energy. Here's the Four of Pentacles. This is resistance. Don't put up the resistance. Remember, let me be open to courageously take the steps that are shown. Don't get into resistance mode where you're talking yourself out of it. Once you get in that flow, honor the flow. Let's see what else. Three of Cups. This is all about harmony. It's all about, there's a facilitation energy here. I think this Jupiter in retrograde is facilitating all of this, but it really feels like there is just such an energetic, it's a correspondence. There's some sort of energetic correspondence that is creating this dynamic, this flow, this energy. It feels good, but what did I say? The Fool card. Felt that energy. It's going to take a little bit of courage. You're going to have to, muster up some personal strength and power here. That's what's not going to be easy about it. But that's just kind of like, are you serious? Are you really serious that this is what you want? Because if it is, you start to take the initial steps, and I'll put all the other stepping stones in alignment to help you get where you want to be. However, you've got to take that first step. That's where the courage comes in. But once you muster that courage, muster that strength, muster that power, everything else falls into place. And it feels like it's just being facilitated. It's definite co-creation with the Empress card and the Three of Cups. You are definitely co-creating with the divine, because this is part of your purpose. And you have gotten into the vibration where you are on mission. And when you are on mission, especially if you're in a twin flame, you have gotten to that vibration where the divine is seamlessly and uninterruptedly co-creating with you every moment. There's the Nine of Pentacles. It's all about you. It's all about your manifestation. What is it that you want to manifest? That is within your reach right now. Okay? Let's do bottom of the deck. See what may come in. Let's start with, okay, rejuvenating rain. Clear the past, heal the present. Make sure that you don't go back to some sort of previous fear or resistance. It's going to be easy to, kind of say, I've tried that before, it didn't work. Don't talk yourself out of it. Try it again. It's a different energy now. Door to spirit. Be open to that guidance to take the steps that are laid out before you. They will be in messages, could be dreams, could be an advertisement, it could be a billboard, it could be a conversation, it could be something you overhear, it could be something on your social media. It will be present. Just check in with your resonance. Detachment. Okay, here's the message. With detachment, you finally feel free. You finally feel whole inside, with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that is often when it is fulfilled. So basically what you're saying is, I can be happy whether or not this happens or not. I've wanted it for a long time, but if it doesn't come into fruition, you know what? I'm okay. That's when that first step becomes obvious, and then this is the activation point for me. This is the 3 card. This is the catalyst energy. That then promulgates the change. Two of Swords. This blockage is being removed. Any blockages will be removed. But if you get into resistance, if you get into trying to talk yourself out, or I've tried that before, or, I just don't know that I can have the energy right now to take that on. If you start that kind of that negative down slope self-talk, then this desire is just going to be off the table for right now. Okay? So don't give in to those negative thoughts. Be optimistic. Know that this is meant to happen for you, and you are working with the divine. What better creative partner could you have? All right. Again, I can't wait to see you tomorrow at our live. Please give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Namaste. Thank you so much for your likes, your subscribing to my channel, and your very kind comments. I hope you found this video helpful. Please check out my other videos for other messages that will help you enhance your spiritual well-being. I'm Elle, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you again. Until then, my dear friends, namaste.